I know it's not quite spring yet, but it is, the third month of the year, which means that one quarter of the year is already over. Oh my God. So here are the beauty products, makeup, skincare, gadgets that I've been loving in the first quarter of 2020. So I'm actually going to talk about products that I have not reviewed before until now on this channel. So if you're looking for, if you think that I'm going to have a lot of, Etude House and, the other products, the duochrome, multi-chrome eyeshadows that I reviewed recently. No, this video is not about any of that. It is featuring products that I have not shown you before on this channel. So the first thing, makeup, Charlotte Tilbury. I know, I have a love-hate relationship with Charlotte Tilbury. I don't actually love any of the face products apart from the Magic Foundation. The rest of it can go hang for all I care. But the eyeshadows, very mixed feelings. Some I love, some I don't love. Overkill shimmer on some of them, on some, they're perfect. They're very subtle and, subdued and nice on my skin tone. The others, overkill with shimmer. The lipsticks, the liquid lipsticks I hate. I even mentioned them on lipsticks that went bad or dried up or became stinky or separated very quickly within 3 months of buying. I did a video on that. I will link that in the description box below so you can see. On the other hand, the Matte Revolution, the bullet lipsticks, I absolutely love. And the one that I'm going to show you, the one that I've been loving lately, is the Pillow Talk Medium. I didn't buy the original Pillow Talk because I was a bit leery of how that color would suit my skin tone, whether it would, be a concealer on my lips rather than a lipstick. Now, this one is the medium. So she released 2 more Pillow Talk colors, medium and intense. I haven't actually bought intense. It is on my wish list. This one is medium. So I'll just show you what it looks like. Hang on, let me just wipe off my current lipstick and then, try it on for you. So this is the regular Matte Revolution lipstick. However, the packaging has changed. I mean, the last time I bought Matte Revolution lipsticks, the packaging was, kind of maroon, burgundy, rust maroon color. Now it's all pink. I don't know if that is just for Pillow Talk or if the packaging has changed for all the lipsticks. So the same square tip there and the same fragrance. So it's not quite dusty rose, it's actually more mauve than rose. I mean, it's that there is some brown to it as well as actually a grey undertone. This is a cool toned lipstick, not a warm toned one. I usually love my warm toned lipsticks. However, if you felt that the original Pillow Talk was too pale for you, if you didn't bother with it, this is a good choice for medium or, for deeper, for more tan, for more olive skin tones, because, I really like how this looks on me. Over time, I do notice that the rosiness, that any hint of pink sort of gives way. I have no idea how that is, maybe it oxidizes or something, and then becomes more and more mauvey, more and more taupe actually, not even mauvey, more and more taupe. But, I actually like that. It's a very good everyday color. And the texture on the formula, very typical of the regular Matte Revolution. The same creaminess, the same satiny matte finish, not at all drying on the lips. So wear time, exactly like the other Matte Revolution lipsticks. If you want to see my review on the Matte Revolution lipsticks, that's on my blog. Before I started the YouTubing, I will link that in the description box below. You'll have to put up with my scratching all over myself because I've got urticaria this morning for some reason. Although I have taken antihistamines. Oh well. So the second one, also makeup, is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. No, it is not a palette. Calm down. I'm actually not going to have any palettes in this video. Already telling you that. Nor is it a foundation. There are no foundations in this video either. This is actually a waterproof cream color from ABH. It is a black cream eyeshadow. And the reason I'm loving it very much, why am I suddenly loving a black cream eyeshadow, you ask? Because you know that I've been harping on and on and on about multi-cream eyeshadows recently, yeah? This makes the perfect black base for those multi-chrome and duochrome eyeshadows to pop. So I'm also looking for a white base next to make, you know, some of the deeper colors pop, because you don't want to put deeper colors on black bases. That would sort of ruin the shift a bit. It's a very creamy, easy to apply, easy to blend. It dries quite quickly though, so you might want to go in a bit fast. And I'll show you what a particular eyeshadow looks like over this base. And I'm going to choose Voodoo from Kaima Cosmetics. You can see my review of Kaima Cosmetics multi-chrome eyeshadows. I'll link that in the description box below. So I'm just going to put a spot of this over here and then grab this Voodoo. Oh dear, I've spilled some. Hang on, be right back. Got to go wipe. So this is above black, and this is without the black ABH base. And I think this one definitely pops more. And you can see that shift easier than with this one. Let me try and get that shift there a bit. Yeah. And that's why I've been absolutely loving this black base. I highly recommend it for all those who are fans of multi-chrome and duochrome eyeshadows, or, you know, the sort of mid-tone shimmers. If you want to make it pop like that, you need a black base. And my favorite, I mean, I haven't tried too many black bases, I know, but I think, you know, the easiest thing, rather than, you know, hunt around for indie brands having black bases, would be to buy an ABH waterproof cream color. The next is a product that isn't probably my favorite in its niche or of its kind, but, you know, I'm really liking it because of the difference in price. It is a Holika Holy Pop lip oil. I've used so much up, as you can see. Now, I fell in love with the Clarins lip oils recently. They're amazing, and they've kept my lips fairly decent during dry weather, you know, this year. I tend to pull at, pinch at, peel at, gnaw at, basically, you know, abuse or harm my own lips when I'm stressed. I do the same to my nails as well, which is why you rarely see me wearing polish or, you know, with decent nails, because I peel off my own nails when stressed. Anyway, so this one, I wanted to repurchase the Clarins lip oils. I actually finished one recently. You must have seen that in my previous empties post, the February empties. However, the price point wasn't, I mean, I wanted to explore other brands, particularly Korean lip oils. You know, how good are they, whether they're decent enough. This one is nice, mind you, it's very nice, but I'd rate the Clarins above this one. So that's my only problem with it. It actually smells of honey and everything. It feels very good, and it hasn't harmed my lips in the least. It's actually soothed them, kept them quite nice during dry weather. However, the Clarins, right there, this one is close enough, yeah, but not as good as the Clarins. However, the price point, you know, there's a vast difference. I think this is about, I don't know, $5 or something, $6. I can't remember. I'll put that in the description box below. This is just $5 or $6 of yes style. So I will be repurchasing this anyway. Next, we have the Ardell Brush On Lash Adhesive. I've struggled, this is latex free. I've struggled with lash glue, really. Honestly, I have a love-hate relationship with falsies. I like how the end result looks, but the process of application is driving me up the wall. I'm going to be trying magnetic eyelashes for the first time. I mean, I've been playing with them for a while now, and I will be doing a post on 2 different brands of magnetic lashes, so stay tuned for that. Now, this is a clear lash glue. It is latex free. I loved the Eyelure lash adhesive. It was latex free. Unfortunately, what happens is once you open it, in about 4 uses, 3 or 4 uses, it dries up, becomes very gloopy and impossible to use. This one, I've had no problems after 5 or 6 uses so far, and I dare say, I mean, it's still quite runny. Look at that. There is no sign that it will dry up soon or, you know, become gloopy. So I don't have a problem with that. This is decent. Does it leave your eyelashes crusty? Not really, not that I've noticed. I don't have a problem with my lashes after using this. Yeah, this is among my spring favorites as well. Now, a gadget. I'm going to be talking about this in detail on this channel because of how unique it is and how gobsmacked I am by the results. It is actually quite spendy, but I think, you know, the end result, what it does for me makes it worth it. This is from Dermaflash. It is their Derma Pore. I'll be talking about this in detail, so yeah, you're not going to get a demo here. Now, what this is it is a pore extractor. You know, there were some of those vacuum-based pore cleansers. You know, you fix the product, or, you know, place that tip here and switch the button on, and it sort of vacuums out your pores. Those were bad. They were awful for the skin. In this case, what all you have to do is place this tip that you see. Yeah, I will show you the product in another. This one deserves its own video. That's why and you know, I'm not ready yet because there are a bazillion other videos that I need to finish first, get out of the way first. So it will follow, I promise. So you place this tip wherever you have blackheads. In my case, it's mostly my nose. Apart from blackheads, I feel that it also gets rid of whiteheads. And you know, that gunk that's in your pores on your nose, that gunk, it gets rid of that. And the best part, you don't have to do that to your nose. You know, you don't need one of those awful torture device like, you know, steel things that you use for blackhead extraction, the painful ones. All you do is you place this tip on wet skin wherever you have blackheads. But in my case, it's only my nose. I don't have blackheads here or here. And then switch the button on, and it removes everything. You clean the tip, and that's it. You're done. Incidentally, this device also serves as a serum infuser to help your product, to help your serum absorb faster, absorb deeper. I don't really like using it for that because, you know, for me, I like my serum to absorb naturally, first of all. Secondly, the idea of getting product on this worries me. What if that affects the efficacy of the blackhead extraction? It probably won't, but you know, I'm paranoid. I mean, you pay this much and you don't want something to go wrong, yeah? So, I mean, I know they've run it through tests and everything, and that's probably not going to happen, but yeah, paranoia here. Anyway, blackhead extraction. If you have those pesky black spots, tips, things on your nose, and you tend to use your nails, bad idea. Please don't do that, people. Or one of those horrendous torture devices like steel extractors, or you know, you sit through a lot of steam and ruin your hair and end up looking like Severus Snape. This one is painless. It's one step. It's easy. It gets the job done. It's very, very, very efficient. Where to buy, I will link in the description box below. Because this is spendy, I would recommend waiting for a discount code or for a gift with purchase, so that you know, you get a little something extra when you buy, because I mean, that's how I got mine, with a discount code. I've skipped all GWP so far this year, so this one I got with a discount code, which made it slightly better. So I'd recommend waiting. If you can't wait, I think it's still worth it, because you know, the results are there. Now obviously, if you don't have blackheads, if you don't have any gunk on your nose, it's not going to do anything for you, because I have read a review saying it didn't do anything, no gunk came out. Probably because you didn't have any gunk, or maybe it wasn't actually gunk but something like a staph infection or something, in which case you need to see a doctor immediately. I know this because my dad is currently going through a staph infection. So the next product is one which has absolutely blown me away. It is from Alpha Rage, one of my favorite skin brands, because you know, there are very few products from Alpha Rage that haven't, there's actually no product from Alpha Rage that hasn't worked for me. This is their vitamin B with copper peptides. I was quite leery about the copper peptides part, because you know, having used the Ordinary's copper peptide, not the Ordinary's, the Neode Copper Amino Isolate Serum, CAIS, I think it's called. Having used that, I wasn't blown away. It was, you know, it was runny, yes, and yeah, I felt like it was applying blue-colored water to my face. It didn't do anything to me. I used it for quite a while. I went through actually 2 or 3 bottles. Initially, I thought I was loving it, and then I realized that it wasn't actually making any difference to my texture, you know, to my skin as such. Maybe it isn't meant to be used on my skin type. I don't know. It didn't work for me in the long run. So this one has indeed blown me away. It reminds me a lot of the niacid distillate from Slurp. The only difference is that that one contains snail as well, snail filtrate. So it's supposed to help with pitted acne scars. I don't know, I will talk about Slurp another time. I need to use it long enough to, make up my mind. This one is a good dupe for that. It contains peptides as well, therefore it acts as anti-aging. I really love this. It is probably my joint favorite serum at the moment. I do use multiple serums at one time, and not on the same day, but on different days. I rotate my serums depending on whether I'm retinoling or not. So what are my other favorite serums, you ask? For this spring, I'll tell you, I want to talk about this brand exclusively, particularly comparing it to The Ordinary as well as the Inkey List. Made Wurst. Well, not worst, Wurst, not worst. This is actually a German brand that manufactures in Thailand, and I have 3 of their serums: On the Rise Firming Serum, Stroke of Brilliance Brightening Serum, and Just Breathe Clarifying Serum. I'm not going to talk about these in detail here because I will be doing a separate video. It deserves its own video, this brand. Comparing this brand, as I said, to The Ordinary and the Inkey List. Stop repeating yourself. The Stroke of Brilliance Brightening Serum is my current favorite vitamin C based serum. It is my favorite currently. There are no oils apart from hydrogenated castor oil, which is not an essential oil in any of these. This one is fully oil free, the Stroke of Brilliance Brightening Serum, which is my favorite among these 3. The other 2 contain hydrogenated castor oil. They are the On the Rise Firming Serum, which is the one that I don't really love very much. And then the Just Breathe Clarifying Serum, which I use when I have acne, when I have breakouts. My breakouts are on their way out, thanks to this serum, I can confirm that. More about these separate video, otherwise we'll be here all day. Anyone else has the habit of saving external boxes of their products, and when you do your skincare, you take the product out of the box, the bottle out of the box, and then put it back in and keep that box around until you actually finish the entire product. I have a habit of doing that. Don't ask me why. A lot of you told me sometime last year that I was storing all my external eyeshadow palette boxes. I realized that it was actually hampering or reducing the space in my drawers, and therefore I got rid of some of the external boxes, but not all. I didn't feel like throwing away the external boxes. Don't ask me why. So eye cream, yeah, this is the Murad Retinol Youth Renewal Eye Serum. Actually, this is the first time that I'm using a retinol based eye cream, and I really am very impressed. I mean, it's not hydrating, mind you, it's not going to be hydrating. You need to layer a lot of hydration on top because retinol by itself is a drying ingredient. So this one is my first. It's a serum, not a cream as such, actually. This one goes on first, and then I put on a thicker eye cream, currently from eCooking, which I got in the Look Fantastic Valentine's Day box. I've talked about that, link in the description box below. And then finally, I put on an eye patch. That's what you need to do for hydration if you're using a retinol cream. It's going to be drying. But what it does is it reduces the appearance of dark circles. Really, I'm so impressed by that. I've tried vitamin C eye creams, they don't really help, but this one, for some reason, retinol works better on my dark circles. Weird, eh? Possibly because my dark circles are actually allergy based. I mean, they're also sleeplessness based. And then last serum in this post, I promise, is from Cosrx, a favorite brand. Again, a brand where my skin doesn't really hate anything, where my skin is very happy. Cosrx Centella Aqua Soothing Ampoule. That's a bottle, glass bottle. So this contains Centella Asiatica. That's the sort of key ingredient. And Centella Asiatica is a kind of grass where apparently injured tigers used to roll around in this grass, and it would help heal their injuries faster. It actually does what it says. So I had a ruptured acne here, applied the serum, there it was, healing nicely. So if you have something that needs healing, and it didn't leave a scar, the acne, it was quite cystic, the result of binging on chocolates. I've gained 2 kilos of weight, I know. So binging on chocolate, cystic acne, ruptured, needed healing, without leaving a scar. This one, Centella Asiatica. I adore Centella Asiatica. It's also called CICA, C-I-C-A, I believe. The next one completely blew me away when it came to fading hyperpigmentation, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. completely blew me away with record results. I think 2 days flat, 2 days of use, and my hyperpigmentation was barely visible. Unfortunately, this happened. Yeah, it oxidized. It oxidized. All I did was, use it 2 or 3 times, and it started oxidizing, grew worse and worse progressively until the color, I really don't want to put that on my skin. What if it stains or something? So what is it? It is the Dr. Dennis Gross clinical grade IPL dark spot correcting serum. Does exactly that, correcting dark spots. Unfortunately, it oxidizes. The problem is that it is quite spendy. And when you spend that kind of money, you don't want something that oxidizes like that. Which is, the results are my favorite, right? Which is why it is in this post, in this video. At the same time, the oxidation, what happens to it is something I hate. So very mixed thoughts on this one. If anybody is, familiar with Dr. Dennis Gross or has consulted with him or something, or is able to tag him or something, please, please, please do tell him to make this non-oxidative, not oxidizing at all. That would be lovely. I'd buy a vat of it. So those are the 10 beauty products, makeup, skincare, gadgets, the works that I have been absolutely loving in the first quarter of 2020. For spring 2020, if you will. I know it's not quite spring, but it soon will be. So for spring 2020, these are my favorites. What are yours? What have you been loving recently? Do tell me that in the comments below. Now, remember, these are not products that I have featured elsewhere on this channel, So I'm not including any of the palettes or any of the makeup I reviewed recently, or even any of the skincare I talked about recently, or any of the duochrome and multi-chrome eyeshadows I've talked about recently. I love all this, mind you. These are just the products that I haven't featured on this channel before. So that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up. Please do the subscribe button. Please do ring the notifications bell, and I'll speak to you soon.